The Namibia Statistics Agency has finally released the country's updated unemployment figures, and I can see why it took them so long. That was my attempt to lighten a very dark situation, because there's absolutely nothing positive about the figures that have just come out. To put it the only way I can, honestly, the country is in crisis. I was really hoping that our first video of 2025 would be a much more positive one, but we wouldn't be the platform that you guys have built us up to be if we didn't address the economic issues that face Namibians in an understandable way. And this is by far the biggest. There's a lot of confusion surrounding the figures that have just come out, with a lot of unemployment figures being thrown about. So here's what you need to know in a nutshell. According to the latest labor force report, Namibia's working age population, everyone 15 years and older, stands at approximately 1.9 million people. Naturally, not everyone in this group is available to work, such as school learners. So, unemployment is measured based on the labor force. Here's where it gets interesting and where you really need to pay attention. Globally, unemployment is calculated in two ways: the narrow definition or the broad definition. The narrow definition only counts people who are actively looking for work but remain unemployed. If someone stops searching, even if they still want a job, they are no longer classified as unemployed under this measure. The broad definition includes these discouraged workers, those who want to work but have given up searching. This results in a larger labor force and a higher unemployment rate, offering a more complete picture of joblessness. The narrow definition, often referred to as the official unemployment rate, is the one most commonly used. Personally, I've always felt that the broad definition better reflects reality, because I don't know anyone without a job who wouldn't take one if they could. But that's just me. By the narrow definition, Namibia's unemployment rate now stands at 36.9%. However, under the broad definition, that figure climbs up to a staggering 54.8%, an even more alarming reflection of the crisis we face. That's more than half of the broadened labor force out of work. Forget those heartbreaking numbers for a moment. Here's why the numbers released by the NSA are surrounded by some controversy. The last labor force survey was done by the NSA in 2018. In that survey, they used the broad unemployment rate, which was 33.4%. But in the just released 2023 report, they opted to use the narrow unemployment figure of 36.9%, which is comparing two totally different things, apples and oranges, if you will. The right way to do it would have been to compare broad unemployment in 2018 to broad unemployment in 2023, which has gone up by over 21%, or narrow unemployment in 2018 and 2023, which has gone up by over 17%. Both those indicators, when used correctly, show just how alarming the current situation is. There's still so much to be unpacked relating to these unemployment figures that have just been released and the story they tell about Namibia. So stay on the lookout on our platforms for more content, because it's coming. As always, we're your #1 platform to consume financial, economic, and social information relating to Namibia, presented in ways that everyone can understand. Is it too late to wish you guys a happy 2025? Maybe I've already soured the mood with this information. But as always, remember, learn, connect, grow.